Well, g'day everybody. How you going? Welcome back to Manor Lords for another episode. I just noticed that the farmers are starting to head out here and starting to work the fields, which is really, really good. I don't think that we're going to get all of the fields done, to be honest. But, you know, fingers crossed we'll get as much done as we possibly can. We've got 3 families in there at the moment, but what I was thinking was putting our final family in there too, or maybe even dropping, perhaps even dropping. You can see they're all starting to do work on there. I think we should be okay there. The other thing is to start dropping the logging industry out and having a or having a perhaps firewood sent from over here. Now we are building this little area out here, but I'm a little bit concerned about this area just purely because of the distance of travel and stuff that's required to get out here. You can see these guys moving all of the stuff over here now. It's a long trip. It's a very, very long trip. Especially to get firewood out, or you know, to get our planks and stuff back to storage. One thing that we could do is we do have a storehouse here, which is pretty cool. It's got a lot of stuff in it. How are we going for firewood? We've got 8 months worth of firewood, so we could probably start actually exporting firewood, couldn't we? At the hitching post here. We're sending off meat and we're receiving charcoal from them still, which is okay. But I think what we need to do as well is we need another one of those. So maybe this can become our, I mean, we're relatively close to the trading post there, and we've got these stables and stuff here, so that perhaps we could. I was just wondering whether we make this a sort of a trade center, an area where we can have a few pack stations and stuff like that. These guys here are going to be relocated at some point in time, I think. I mean, they can take out, I can't remember what work area we actually set for that, so I think I'm going to set that work area for over here and let them do that. That will be perfectly fine. Fields are growing, which is really, really good. We are at 57%, and we're probably going to, and we're only in March, which is really good. That means winter crops do happen. We could get wheat in there. I may throw a family in to get wheat in there, I think, and do this as a very highest priority there. Getting wheat in the ground there. We may be able to get that done this season. I don't know, but we'll have to see. I do want to prevent them from going in here and doing any type of harvesting or anything like that. So we need to keep our eye on that. Woodcutters are eventually going to move over to here, and all of this wood industry is going to be done through here. Again, do we put another warehouse centrally? Do we maybe put another warehouse in here where some goods can be gathered or stored, especially timber products, or mainly timber products, and then sort of remove this as a storage for timber products eventually? Might be a good idea. Let's just quickly double check on what our trade is doing at the moment. We're still selling off a lot of planks, which is good. That's perfectly fine. We do have somebody coming in and purchasing those planks, which is fantastic. I don't know whether having the trade route is necessary if you are exporting. So that's a thing to consider. Now there's 8 roof tiles in there. We are still importing. We're importing a fair bit of that, but our money's going all right. So we aren't keeping up with beer. That's the problem. We've currently got 18 barley, and we're not keeping up with beer. Why did you close that, Simi? Food-wise, we're only exporting meat if we get to 100. We're maintaining 100 at all times. And we're maintaining 100 berries as well. So there's nothing else going on there. Let's see. Firewood, we are exporting. But what we may do is we may change that to 250. And then try and export some more across to the other side of the world. Or across to Hogan, which is almost the other side of the world. All of these are all going over to Hogan as well, but we could get a relatively decent price for these. So we may do an export on those, and we may maintain 150 at all times, which sounds really, really good. So I think what we need to do is we need to start setting up a couple more pack stations. And I think that's going to be the gist of it at this point in time. So we might set up another one there, and another one there, and another one there. And those pack stations will start to those pack stations will actually they'll be able to start exporting stuff and getting stuff over to Hogan, because what we need over in Hogan is we need the 50 coins. Where are you? Where are you, Hogan? You're over here. We need the 50 coins to upgrade this to a deep mine. It's going to cost us 50 coins, which is going to make it really, really difficult. So so we'll probably set up a trade hub here as well. It probably needs to be on the King's Road and relatively close to storehouses. So let's have a look at trade, and let's have a look at setting up a trade post here. And I think I'm going to put it up right on the corner there. And I think that's a really good spot for it. They can start building that, which is fantastic. We are getting some more houses in here because we need more people on the farms, which is really, really important as well, because we need to get these farms done. And you can see the fields are, I mean, it's March. So they should hopefully be, I mean, we're not going to get a massive crop from them, are we? Probably not this year. Next year. If we can get these crops in and plant some winter wheat and stuff and some winter crops, then we're going to be in the position that we're in over here. And if you have a look at the position that we're in over here, with our only sort of small, we're in March now. Harvest is not until September, and we're sitting at 60% growth. So we're going to maximize. We're going to definitely maximize our crop output there for now. Again, beer is a huge thing. We're not getting enough beer, so what we may do, I think, is probably, we do have a brewer here somewhere. A brewery right there. We're going to need some more hides. Probably going to need some more vegetables, and we're going to need our brewery is at maximum, isn't it? It doesn't have 2 people running or anything. No, it doesn't. Malt, barley and malt is the big thing, isn't it? Trying to get that happening. Where's our malt house? Our malt house is over here somewhere, I believe. Well, I thought it was over here somewhere. We do have a malt house somewhere. Really, really difficult to find stuff after a while. Bloomery, Woodcutter's Lodge. Where was our malt house? Maybe our malt house was over here somewhere. I'm not sure. Hogan has increased in level. Wasn't expecting that. I was not expecting Hogan to increase in level. Our hoo-ha's going up, which is really, really good. We don't have anybody working in there, so we're going to have to bring somebody into the foragers hut to get food, which is going to take our builders off. Now, what can we do? We've got 2 families in there, so we're going to leave 2 families in there. Got 1 family in the storehouse. We absolutely have to do that. We've got 1 family in the granary, which we really need to do as well. Ooh, what are we going to do? Where are we going to... What are we going to do? How are we going to deal with this? We're going to have to take a family off of here. I think we're going to have to take a family off of here to be building. Yes, we definitely are. All right, so what are we looking at Hogan-wise? What we are looking at Hogan-wise is probably... We've got our deep mining, which is what we wanted to do because this is going to be a deep mining area. So I think we might head into heavy plow, maybe. We're going to have to buy more oxen, though. That's the issue. And we can't afford it at the moment. So we may go orchards. Maybe orchardry. Might be a good thing to do. 3 years until they produce, or otherwise they only produce a fraction of the yield for the first 3 years. Because these guys desperately need foodstuffs. The heavy plow is going to help significantly, as well as bringing. We're going to go heavy plow. There we go. All right, we're going to go heavy plow, and over here we are going to build ourselves a hitching station, which is probably going to sit in here, I think. Logistics. Hitching post right here. So we're going to build a hitching post right there. Right. We've got 1 family building. We need it. We desperately need another family to move in. Perhaps at the end of March that may happen. We may get another family. We can't afford an ox, but we are going to have to get this trading station built so that we can actually bring some money in, which is perfectly fine. How are we going over in Vegemite? We've got plenty of money coming in for. It's a shame that you can't. Apparently, in the new update, then you're going to have the ability to trade regional wealth with between all of your regions, meaning having trading stations and trade with your other regions. So, we'd go over there and we'd buy iron ore and we would bring iron ore back here and we might sell them something that we have a lot of as well. So we've got the pack station going over and grabbing charcoal. That's perfectly fine. It's a matter of waiting for those things to what do we got? We've got 15 sheep now. That's pretty cool. So we're getting plenty of wool and stuff, which means we can export stuff over here. It's a shame. One of the things that I would really like to see is the ability to. I know it's like a barter system and stuff. So if you send something, you really need to receive something. But it'd be nice just to have the ability just to send stuff, especially considering. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to get some more firewood, firewood over here as well. So the Woodcutters Lodge is doing their thing, and we've got plenty of logs in there at the moment. I think what we might do is we might just shut this down for a sec. I think, and that's not running, and then we may throw another family on here, get these crops done. I mean, these fields aren't going too bad, but they're going to slow down a lot with 1 person ploughing an entire field for a season. Then I think we're going to be sort of struggling to get our unless we assign an ox to it, but we only have 1 ox. How much is an ox going to cost us? That's a good question. A really good question. An ox is going to cost us 20. Let's do it. Let's buy an ox. Leaves us only with 2 silver coins, but let's assign an ox to here. Add a ploughing station. There you go. All right. Cool. That's going to start up our. That's going to start our farming up really, really well. I'm actually really excited to see how that goes. Really excited to see how that goes. Okay. Burgage plot in Hogan is constructed. These ones here are constructed. We really need to hit that up as a high priority. No, let's just leave that as a medium priority. They're working on that, but what we might do is we've got enough workers. We might getting lost, Simi. Pack station's already done. Beautiful. Let's add somebody to that. Add a horse to that. Let's send across to Hogan. Let's send some firewood. Let's send firewood across to Hogan. And let's receive... What do Hogan have that we can have? Not much, really. Not much, really. We can bring barley back from Hogan. Barter value 0.5. So when moving things between regions, the exchange value of goods needs to match. For instance, if you exchange iron at 14 silver per unit for firewood and 7 silver per unit, the barter value is 2 times. If you get 2 firewood for every iron. Okay, let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. So we'll get somebody doing that, and we'll hopefully be able to send more firewood over here. And what I want to do is I want to eventually shut down that industry, that firewood industry over here. So got our well constructed. Everything else is, I think, going. That would be this well over here, and it is beautiful. I mean, I could put a family in to start mining and start exporting iron. But it's a deep mine, and I'd really like to get to deep mining, which is going to sort of be a thing, isn't it? So we've got that happening. These guys should soon be using a... Where have they gone? They've all stopped now because we are upgrading this. Let's do that as the highest priority, please. Highest priority. And get that done. In the meantime, well, we can't really take any people out of there either. All right. That slowed us down a bit. I wasn't expecting that, but that's fine. That's fine. We weren't expecting to make too much money out of there this year anyway. So having the, I think having the ploughing this is probably going to help us immensely. Immensely. So where are you going? You're guiding an ox. Oh, you're the firewood cutter. Why are you guiding an ox? Why are you guiding an ox? Don't know. Don't know. Okay, firewood cutters advanced. Your work area is now here. Let's get rid of this stuff. Get rid of this stuff here. There we go. Lovely. Right, you can do that. He was just guiding. Oh no, he was going to. He's transporting timber. Wasn't he a firewood? He is a firewood cutter. They don't normally transfer timber, do they? No, maybe they've got nothing to do here. They've got nothing stored inside, so I don't know why they aren't out there actually doing that. There you go. We'll keep that going. We need to get this finished. We desperately need to get this finished, and we've got 3 families in there, all held up at the moment. So, all right. Wood cutting industry. building that at the moment.
Watch your head
Fine.
there.
Over here, we've got another spot here. We can't do that because we don't have any more stable space. So we need to build some more stable space over here. Because if we have a look at our stables, they've all got 2 in them. So let's throw a little road through. Can we fit a stable in there? We can fit a hitching post in there. We put a road maybe through here. Like that. Maybe through to there. Like so. And then see where we can put another hitching post. It'd be great to have massive stables, wouldn't it? Put another hitching post in there. It'd be great to have massive stables. This is as far as you can upgrade them. I'm guessing that all that will come in the future and stuff, because we are at a stalemate in Vegemite now. We're not going to get any more development points, which is a thing, because I may have gone in a different direction. I may have gone to advanced armor making instead of say advanced skinning, or instead of sheep breeding. So okay, that's been finished, that hitching post. Have they upgraded this farmhouse? It has been upgraded. We've got 3 people in there at the moment. Is there an ox? Where's our extra ox? We didn't buy an extra. We did buy an extra ox. Where is it? Because we need it out here ploughing fields. I'm sure that it will be out here very, very soon. Very, very soon indeed. All right, lovely. Lovely. I mean, overall it is going well. We've got enough plots in here. This plot is going to start growing vegetables as well. So that's going to be good for us. Don't know whether we're going to have any artisans here. I mean, we could harvest all of our fields here. And we could move our move our malt processing over to here if we wanted to, once we have enough people, and actually remove that from here. That might be a good thing to do. We've still got 103 iron ore in there. Got wild animals in there. How many wild animals did we have? Got 17 of 40, so we're bringing in the meat there. Got a rich deposit of these berries, so are we better off having 2 families? We do have 2 families in here, so hopefully they'll get all of those berries for the year. Saw pit has been constructed. Don't have anybody living in these homes yet, so we do need to bring people over here, and this is where now we might start doing that. Where's our woodcutters camp? Our logging camp is there. Let's have a look at people. Let's reassign you guys to here. And where are you guys? Where our logging camp go? Over here. People. Let's reassign you guys to here as well. Okay, both families have been reassigned, and I'm going to actually delete this logging camp here. Let's do that. Let's demolish that, which will be good. Our woodcutters. Let's get one of those families across to... Didn't we have one here? No, we haven't. Okay, let's just forget about that. Let's just cancel that. We'll just click over here and that should go invalid assignment. Yes, it did. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, cool. So we'll have 2 families working in here. Let's set the work area for here to, let's be a little bit, more, let's set it to there, right? And then with our forester's hut, let's throw a group in there, and let's set that to that area there as well. And we'll kind of we'll follow it around, so that should be all right. Okay, beautiful. Beautiful. The other thing is we've got enough money now to completely upgrade our retinue, though. Locked in early access. So what we probably want to do is we probably want to grab 2 more soldiers there. Yeah, you're perfectly fine like that. Let's go red, green, red and yellow actually, right there, and a bit of green there. You'll be fine. You'll be fine, buddy. And for you, we need to go red and yellow and green and possibly, yeah. Might actually change you to that. All right, cool. Now we can upgrade these with a cost to our treasury. It's going to cost 24, which is probably a good thing, but at the moment we really don't need to. So we're maxed out on our retinue now, which is good. Let's unpause the game. It likes to pause doing that. The other thing that I think we are going to do is I think we're going to throw another storehouse in here. Now this storehouse, I think, is going to go. Let's turn off snap. We're going to have to take stuff up there, and we're going to have to take stuff up there. So what we may be better off doing is with that road there, we might bring this road here straight down here and try and keep that kind of like that. That'll give us stuff to build in here. Now, we'll build a storehouse in this corner here, I think. So let's grab that and let's build ourselves a storehouse right in this corner, like so. We'll put our road straight through to there and straight through to there. And then we'll throw something in here at some point, some decoration or something when decoration. I am looking very forward to decorations coming out on this, I must say. I really am. We're going to need to start at some point in time once we get Hogan up and running properly and start producing lots more weapons in here. We're going to need to another hitching post. Let's upgrade that. Thank you. That hitching post. Let's upgrade that. Thank you. We're going to need to probably look at starting to take some provinces and going to war. We need to build these coffers up so that we can have a military tax and stuff like that. There's another family moving into Hogan. You beauty. You beauty. What's going on with these fields? Oh, everybody's out still doing them. We obviously don't have our thing yet. Our thing. What's our thing? Well, our thing is our thing. All right, so our trading post is done. What we're going to do is we're going to throw a family into here. We're going to go to trade. Now, what we might do is we might trade planks at the moment, because we are clearing up. Let's export planks. Let's maintain 10 planks. and see how we go. A dedicated traveling merchant will regularly visit region to trade only this specific type of good. Now, I don't know whether that's worth it. To be honest, I don't know whether that's actually worth it, or whether that's just for sort of both way transport or for importing. But it does say your region to trade only this specific type of good. Tough one, tough. Don't know whether we're wasting 7 coin by doing that. After placing an order, a merchant will come to your town and deliver the animal. Orders can be placed once a month. Let's try it. Let's establish that trade route and try and export some planks. That's probably all we can export at the moment, because we can't really export our food because we don't really have enough. We can't export our firewood. We actually have no firewood at all. We could export our charcoal. Charcoal actually brings quite a bit of money too, so we'll have to consider that. We'll have to consider that at some point in time. But what we're looking at doing is probably just getting ourselves to the point where we have this house over here. You need to be growing vegetables and we don't have enough coin. Let's just expand that living space. Why the hell not? All right, cool. Let's see if we can get a little bit of money in that way. If we keep upgrading these houses and stuff, then we're going to bring more coin in as well in taxes. Requirements there aren't met, which is a food supply stall. Though there is enough room in this marketplace for one more stall, which will be good. Okay. Cool. Because it's money. It's bringing money in, and we don't really have, like, we're going to have a farm industry and we're going to have an iron ore industry, but at this point in time, we're kind of in the position where we don't have enough of those resources, and we definitely don't have any iron ore either. So that's going to be a thing, most definitely. Looks like we're getting some of these fields done. These traders are probably travelling through from Vegemite.
Summer's coming soon.
It's just summer's coming soon. Not at the moment, it's not. Not at the moment, it's not. Let's see how we go with trade. Just trading planks at the moment. I think I've taken people out of here, which means that I really probably need to find myself one family to go in here and start chopping and keeping firewood going. They've got a log in there already, which is a good thing. We do have vegetables growing on that plot, which is good. And this plot can actually be increased to double the living space, which is fantastic. We don't have anything running on there because we can't afford it. But what we probably want to do is maybe get our own leather being produced here as well. Yeah, I think we probably do. I mean, we could set up a clay mine as well, but it's people. It's a matter of people. That's the issue. That's the issue. So, and we've got people working here, but I'm going to have to take people off of here because we don't have enough firewood at the moment. So, so we've kind of got somebody sitting around doing nothing. We do have planks in the storehouse, but we don't have any firewood at all. Plenty of food coming in there. We've got 11 months worth of food, so we're okay on food now. Let's, for now, Well, meat is the only thing that these guys are transporting, isn't it? Oh, let's have a look. We've got this pack station. Building another small stable there. What have we got? Oh, get that out. We've got no stock in here. Trader's not available for 5 days. That's sucky. But I think these guys automatically have a... Don't they automatically have a... I thought they automatically had a mule. Or donkey. Donkey. Livestock, yeah. Ox. I thought we ordered a mule. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Alright, so we can't buy any livestock. We could throw somebody in a livestock trader, which we don't have at the moment, which we could put over here. No, we do have the livestock trader. What if we add a family to that and get ourselves no trade on that? Let's import 2 mules. Yeah. Let's import 2 mules. Alright, let's see how that goes. Let's see if we can get two mules in. And we'll assign mules to these, obviously. So how's our crop going? We are now in April. We're only in the middle of spring and we've got 69% growth on here. Got what have we got on here? We've got 72%. So we're going to get this field up to 100%. That's going to be brilliant. This one here is going to be probably a little bit less than what we need, but once they've planted this, which oh no, they're actually plowing it. Okay, they're actually plowing it. Cool. It's you feel kind of, oh, I'm running left, right, and center. I'm running from here to here to here to here. We don't have anybody living in these houses yet, but this is where all of these people are all going to live. This saw pit over here. Where's our saw pit here? Did have a saw pit here. We've got another woodcutter's lodge there. We might leave that one there. And we might just make sure that we've still got them in the correct area, which is there. That's perfectly fine. Where is the woodcutter's lodge? Is that the woodcutter? No, that's the stable. That's the bloomery. How's the bloomery going? It is producing now. Fantastic. Now that that's producing, we can go back. We can go back into the. It wasn't the joiner's shop, was it? The joiner's making large shields at the moment. It was our tailor, blacksmith. You can start work on swords now. Cool. So that gets that happening. That's lovely. We've still got income coming in, which is fantastic. Don't know how long it's going to take these guys to... We do have 2 mules in.
Cheating him? Never. Perhaps he simply does not know how to cook properly.
Let's keep maybe 4 mules. I don't know. Do we have 2 mules in already? We assign a mule to this pack station. You're taking firewood. Add a mule there. You're not doing anything at the moment because I don't have a family in there. Okay. You know, it all seems kind of confusing, doesn't it? Look, we've got one field is almost finished being ploughed. When's our oxen going to come here? Oh, our gold is going up. What are we missing out on? We're missing out on fuel. Definitely missing out on fuel. Because we have... Oh, no, we haven't. You've got nothing in there. Let's go advanced and put your work area. Put your work area through here, maybe. Oh, crap. Kind of miles away, aren't they? Let's maybe put your work area through there. So you go and work there and start bringing in more bloody firewood. But we should start seeing some firewood supplies come in from over at Vegemite anyway. We've only got 2 firewood there. But at the moment, I think we're probably all right. 3 months worth, and we've got 12 months worth of food as well. All right. It's quite the complex balancing situation, isn't it? We should now be able to... Oh, that is being built. I was going to say we should now be able to assign some coins to that as well. But what we need to do is upgrade that to a deep mine. Get that as the highest priority there, which would be good. Purchase some more oxen. It's going to be a thing as soon as we have the money. But we are, as I said, we are bringing money in now. Even if all we're trading at the moment is planks, we're still bringing money in, which is a good thing. What resources do we have sitting here? We've got no stone or anything at the moment, so that's pretty interesting. It's kind of one of those take a while to get everything working and operating kind of a process here. So, do you have anything in your cart? You don't have anything in your cart. I think you're just passing through. All of these people are passing through. Where are you going? Who are you? You're importing livestock, so you're off to get some livestock. I'm guessing maybe you're going out here to get it. Perhaps. Might be a thing. All right, beautiful. Beautiful. So we'll leave this going for now until that deep mine is done. Then we're going to start exporting all of our iron over to here, I think, and probably stop doing charcoal. Going to be a thing. Okay, storehouse is done. Let's throw some people in here, and let's also upgrade it. We have no families in any of these yet, but that's fine. That's fine. We don't need that. We're going to do a woodcutter's camp down here. We're also going to upgrade that. Right, so we should have foresters working out here. We have. It'd be nice to assign. It would be nice to assign an ox to here permanently now. That's going to become our big forestry area, and we'll just keep working this corner and hopefully replanting. So that's going to be good. We do have 37 timber, so what we may be able to do is actually take one family out of there for now, which will be perfectly fine. The saw pit is... Oh, we were going to look for the saw pit over here, weren't we? We could find the saw pit over here, which is right there, and actually remove the family from there. And let's actually demolish that saw pit now. That's going to become our trading hub over there. And we need to throw the family into there. Start working that, which is good. Lovely. These guys here have everything except for clothing. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. This here is being upgraded. As soon as that's upgraded, we're going to start throwing our specifics in there and say we want this stored in here and we want this stored in here. So that's going to be a good thing. All right, so we've got our small stables. We've got none in there and none in there. So we've got enough stables. We've definitely got enough stables. We can't obviously. Livestock trader is coming. Livestock trader is coming. All right, how's this field going? Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Okay, so we've got another level 2 burgage plot done over here. These fields are going to be a little bit of a disaster this year, I think. Yeah. They're going to be a little bit of a disaster. But you know what? We may get a little bit of stuff happening. It's just because we don't have enough families for them. So, and we're going to need some families to be
Another beam coming up.
To be deep mining there as well. That burgage plot needs to be upgraded before we can put vegetables in here. These guys seem to have pretty good food, so yeah. I thought we were probably going to struggle for food, but we did need that hunting food variety coming in, like the meat coming in as well, just to have that food variety. Once this is done, we're probably going to have enough stuff to actually start processing all of our own bread, which we will do here, as opposed to doing in Vegemite, and then we'll export the bread across to Vegemite as well, which will be a good thing. That's getting pretty close, so we are almost getting there. Our regional wealth is coming up, but we're not really pumping out enough planks at the moment. So when we want to maintain sort of 10 planks, maybe we could maintain 5 just for now. And if we just maintain 5 for now, yeah. Now I don't know whether this village is going to get attacked by raiders or not. If it is, we're going to have to send our retinue and our militia from over here over to there to protect it. So, but I think over here we're going to need to start. I did want to sort of leave this running, like not upgrade it to. Look at all the oxen. It's really cool. What's going on with you, buddy? You're a dark skinned one. Nice work, sunshine. Yeah, I didn't want to. Oh, the upgrade is complete on the mine. Let's throw our family straight into there and start that. And let's start doing an export of iron ore. Let's export iron ore. And we can keep a surplus of 5. Well, do we need to keep a surplus? Not at the moment. It's a continual treasury registered $79. Lovely. It's a new month. What's disconnected from the major? Oh, really? Now it's not. Huh. Interesting. Alright, that's good. It should fix that problem. Oh. It should fix that problem. It should definitely not be a problem there anymore. Yeah, beautiful. It is fixed. Okay, you guys need to keep doing those so that we can keep exporting that. And now we've just got another family move in. We have 13 families, but we've got living space for 16. Let's throw another family into the mine and start really getting that working. Because this year we're not going to be very good when it comes to fields anyway. So there's no point in sort of throwing other people over here, if you know what I mean, at this point in time. It is fuel that we are running out of here. Ooh, okay. We are importing fuel. Now, why aren't you guys working your buttocks off to bring in the fuel that we need to bring in? I don't know. I don't know why they're not doing that. They should be over here somewhere. Gathering stuff over here, but they're not. So, alright. That's fine. That's fine. We can keep importing. I think we've got a packing station person coming up now, and I'm guessing that they're probably going to have firewood, so that should be all right. It rains in spring a lot, doesn't it? Yeah. One poor lone lady just out there ploughing an entire field, hey? Back-breaking labour. Absolutely back-breaking labour. Really is. All right, cool. We're getting a tax income coming through and stuff now. We are getting a negative thing from our tax, but to be honest, it's not. It's oh god, we don't want fires. It's a relatively insignificant one at the moment. So this town really is for my god. Look at all the market stalls over there. It's a huge market. Then we've got a small one over here. Whereabouts is our small one? It's on one of these corners. There's a small one here, which is fine. Clothing, food stall, and a firewood one. That's all right. We may end up having to put one out here at some point in time. And maybe sort of expanding this area. I know we're kind of spread from you know what to breakfast. Oh, that lightning. You don't want that. But I think that's all right. Like I believe that I feel like that's okay to be sort of spread around, because as long as these guys are getting some of the things that they want. I mean, we could throw a little market space out here, couldn't we? It probably wouldn't hurt to do that. This road, just notice that this, yeah, okay, that's why. So it may not, excuse me, it may not hurt to actually throw a little market space in here somewhere. I'm going to throw that road in. But it doesn't really... Like, we don't really, other than taxes, got some money to spend here. What do we do? Chicken coop? Yep. Goats. More goats. And somewhere for food. Has this field been planted yet? No, they're still working on it. Okay, cool. That's the highest priority. All we need to do is get it planted. As long as they're not touching these fields, which is sitting, that one's sitting at 79%, that one's sitting at 82%. So we're going to get, see, that one's sitting at 74 and we're only going to get 5 out of it. Oh, why has that gone down? We had a better percentage when I planted that. Probably because this year it's just all crap. We'll probably end up getting rid of that, I reckon, once we get our farming over the other side complete. Do we have any people living in these houses? We have one family living in here now. You people, want to work in the you people can disappear. You people really now want to work in here because this is going to be a permanent assignment. So when we get these houses done, then all full, they're all going to be permanent assignments. We could have another couple of chicken coops in here. I don't think it'll hurt to be bringing in more eggs. I don't think it'll be hurt to be bringing in more leather. And probably more eggs there as well. That's not going to hurt at all. It's only a slight upgrade cost. This has not been finished yet. We've got 5 workers there, which is okay. Do you have your mule yet? You don't have your mule yet. I did request one. Oh, why are you showing 2 of 2 on this? Permanent livestock. There we go. Alright, okay. You need to have a permanent livestock because you are sending stuff across. And you're sending firewood, aren't you? Yes, you're sending firewood and you're bringing back barley. And that barley is going to be processed in our malt factory, which I don't know where it is. I can't remember where we put our malt factory. Burgage plot, tavern. I know we put it here somewhere, guys. I know for a fact that we've got a malt place. Have you brought livestock in? Just get out of there now. Thanks, buddy. You guys are still working that area, aren't you? Geez, it'd be nice to have that. Just to have that. Yeah. Just to have that ability to click on there and see their work area. Like, it's a simple thing, but something that's probably very, very, very handy. That's nearly done. I'm a little bit disappointed in this, to be honest. Like, I'm very, very disappointed in that. I know we should be sort of swapping the fields around and working out exactly what is and isn't. Has that been... Oh no, it's only been 48% ploughed. This one has been seeded and is now growing. That's a flax. Let's have the barley as a very high priority, I reckon. This one's still being ploughed. I don't know why we don't have... Do that as a very high priority as well. I was going to say I don't know why we don't have the oxen yet, because we did actually purchase the upgrade. And they're all ploughing by hand. So, all right, are we getting iron ore in? Good question. Where's our resources? Right here. We've got 16 iron ore. So now what we want to do is make sure that these guys are selling our iron ore off. And they should be, and we should be getting income. And we're sitting at 29, which is fantastic. But probably what we want to do is we've got stable down here is the one that I want to throw right here. I want to throw an ox in there, thank you very much. And that'll be used in the farm. We do, because I did I permanently put one in there, but maybe I didn't. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. What else can we do down here? We've got that level 2 burgage plot. These guys over here can now... Oh, we can't afford it now. It's going to cost us 15. Plenty of food, not enough firewood. That's the issue. That's the issue there. Plenty of food and not enough firewood. We've got our farming down the hill. All of this area here is just going to be completely and utterly covered in farm. Still using, well, we were still trying to use charcoal as an export. And this person here is sending charcoal and bringing leather back. But we've probably almost got enough resources now to actually start utilizing this area and these people instead. So for example, if we threw somebody else in here and they send leather and they bring back charcoal, or bring back, yeah, charcoal, add somebody, permanently place one livestock in there, go into here. We didn't do that with Vegemite, did we? With Hogan. There we go. Which means now we could get rid of the other place. We could have somebody in here bringing iron ore back and sending maybe more firewood. I don't know. Hogan. Probably not leather. How are we doing plank wise? Not very good. Not very good. Okay, so we could probably send... We'll wait. We'll wait on that one, I think. I think we'll wait on that one and see what happens. We've got 86% approval there too. Oh, things are going lovely in the old Vegemite. This hasn't been upgraded yet, but that's because everything is so slow. I know we've got these roads in, but we will remove these roads at some point in time once we start sort of building the area up. So as soon as this is done, let's go very high priority on that and get that done. Do we have any more new people in here? We don't. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, so we can probably... This woodcutter's lodge here. How many families do we have working in here? We've got 2 working in the tannery. We do have a lot of stuff going on. How are we doing for food here? Food and fuel's okay. Food and fuel is okay. As long as these guys keep producing, then that's perfectly fine. Our tavern has 2 ale in it now. We probably need somebody else to be a second brewery, I think. The issue is that I don't think we're bringing in enough... Are we bringing in... What are we actually bringing in here? I think we were bringing in a bit of everything, to be honest, at the moment. So, definitely barley, and we've got 29 barley in, so... I really need to find my... malt thing. Hunting camp, bloomery, woodcutter's lodge, storehouse, forester's hut. This forestry can probably... Oh, my malt house is here. Yes. I knew it was bloody here somewhere. Let's add another family to the malt house and let's see if we can find ourselves somebody who wants to be a brewer. A brewer. Gonna need a large area though. That's the Fletchers, that's the joiners. We're gonna need a house that has a look at that. That actually looks really, really cool. You can be a brewer. Try and keep that beer flowing. Gots to keep the beer flowing. Still only have one family working in there, but it is such a long hike though. It's almost like we're going to need to do our own little community over there. Has that field been... They are sowing it now, so that should be alright. Lovely. But I'm going to have to leave the episode here. I could sit here and play this for like 10 hours straight. And just completely and utterly destroy the space on my hard drive. But I'm going to leave this one here, guys. And I think in the next episode, we're just going to keep going the way that we're going now. Now that we've got our mining industry happening over here, that's going to be a really big thing. And we're going to be selling and exporting as well. So we could probably go in here and with our iron ore, we could probably go maybe 20 surplus. And that 20 surplus would mean that every time we come over here and we grab iron ore or we export iron ore, we get 20 out of it. So that's a good thing. So we could probably actually export iron ore as well. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.